Okay, so I know we need that and that. I might as well have that and that, and then this thing here too. That's always helpful. Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm, and of course we're back at the 300, although a little bit later than what I had really planned on being for today. But anyway, back at the 300. So, today's conundrum is to decide how we go about putting a belt on this pulley back here behind the fan belt, and there's no real certain way to tension the fan belt though. This piece, the fan hub, let's see if I can find something to stick this to, make it where we can all see. That should work, I think. You can see that's threaded, hopefully. The fan hub here is threaded, so you can, there's some way or another, like this pulley should spread apart so you can loosen the belt off, loosen this belt, and then get it off of the bottom crank pulley, get it off the crank pulley some way. Some way. Let's see. Ew. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I do. That was a hose. Well, I guess technically it's still a hose, but anyway, it is not in very good condition. So, yeah. Okay. I need to quit looking at things. I guess first things first, we got to look up underneath and make sure there's actually room to get the belt off. And we may well have to drain the radiator, so we can take the radiator off the tractor so we can get into this and work on it. That might be the better idea. But first, coil. Alright, so because of inexperience on my part with this whole design and questionability of some hoses, we are going to pull the radiator so we can see exactly what we're up against here. This hose is looking okay. This one might be original equipment. This one is probably original equipment, and the one down there on the bottom of the radiator might also be original equipment. So let me get to draining the radiator, which is accomplished very easily. There's a big drain right here that we take out, and let the radiator drain. And of course we got to strip the sheet metal off, which I'm gonna end up painting this damn thing before I'm done. But anyway, yeah, it's not the bucket that's making it that color, so we're not doing ourselves any harm here. Okay, so drained it out, blah blah blah, right? And you can see all that rusty nastiness down in the radiator there. Probably not that huge a deal. We'll run it with plain water, maybe a little bit of Cascade dishwasher liquid to clean it out. That stuff works wonders. The radiator itself, aside from it needs to be blown out and washed, really doesn't look all that bad. In fact, it's been painted black, like it was replaced at some point in time, maybe. So anyway, I gotta get this out, get it cleaned up, so on and so forth. So removal looks pretty simple. We got 4 bolts here, 2 hoses and 2 bolts, one here and one over there. So on to the next step. All right, so we are in, radiator's out of the way, so on, down to the piece in question. Obviously, okay, so the way I think this works is this pulley spreads, so you have to back this piece off, or yeah, something, in order to accommodate this pulley opening up, so you can get the fan belt off, so you can put an alternator belt on. Which means we're going to have to mock this all back up and make sure the hood fits before we can go with the belt that we have. We may end up having to have a shorter belt, because the belt that I got goes for an H Farmall, which of course it's probably a wider hood than this. Honestly, I'd have to put a tape measure on it, but it's probably a wider hood, and it sits different all the way around. So that being said, we may have to make some fine adjustments that are not quite yet into play. Let's see, we can see this bolt with the jam nut on it right here. I have to get that thing loose, and then, well, the nut's loose, the jam nut's loose obviously, but I think I got to back that bolt out, and then yeah, I really don't know. So if you have any insight as to how this belt tensioner system works, leave it in the comments or something. So anyway, I think that's all for tonight. It's 8:30. I've had enough. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back later.